protein. 300 grams of protein, maybe 350 some days.
I'm not far.
Alright guys, welcome again. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be hitting you guys with a Q&A featuring Elliot.
What's up, guys?
And today, I'll try to make it as quick as possible. This is going to be featuring both Instagram and Snapchat. I've got quite a few questions. All include everything: nutrition, training, and student lifestyle. So hopefully we'll get as many as possible in there and get involved. Alright, to start us off, we're going to be on Instagram. I received a question from... It was from Leon Sylvester. Alright, the question is, what is the key to success? Alright, that's a bit of a broad question. I mean, obviously, I can't really quite answer that. I mean, what would you say to that?
I mean, define success for what,
Yeah. At the moment, it's quite an early stage, and yeah, I can't really say I'm quite successful at this point. But no, alright, as an alternative to that question, how do you attain success? So I'll definitely say, for me, in relation to fitness, for me, it's just a matter of being dedicated to something, putting all the time in, give all the energy you got, passion, just fuel everything into it, day in, day out. That's what I did, and that's what I do with fitness, and that's what Elliot does. I mean, we're all dedicated to what we do, and we love it. It's all passion, it's all driven, and that's what you should do if you want to be successful at something. So give it everything you got, enjoy it, have fun. But yeah, it is the journey, and if you follow those steps, there's no reason why you should not get there. Obviously, you're gonna have ups and downs, and you're gonna question yourself whether if you're actually heading in the right direction. But it's about making mistakes and learning from them, and that's what I think. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, a key to success, you might set goals. For example, both Lubomba and I, we set goals.
Exactly.
When it comes to training, we set goals, and what do we want to achieve in a workout? What do we want to achieve with our diet, etc. Both of us are competing soon. We're both 5 weeks out now. We've set that goal. That's what we've got to get to. So if you can define success in all sorts of ways of life, whatever else. But definitely, I think a good point would be to set goals. Whether it's yearly, monthly, whatever. Just go for it and keep what you've got.
One thing that I do for sure is definitely, if you go on my notes on my iPhone, literally I set goals almost every day, no matter what it is, I set goals. And that is the key. Do the little things, perfect these little small things, and you'll be on your way to greater things. Honestly, it's just setting these little goals and trying to achieve those. That's what I did 3 years ago. I remember it vividly, as if it was like yesterday. I told myself, within 3-4 years, I want to be where I am now. Now that I look at it, I'm like, wow, this is incredible. It doesn't, it just flies. It's almost like you teleported into the future and you're already there. It's like, it's crazy. But now, I'm already taking advantage of that, and I'm setting more goals. I want to move forward, and I'm constantly setting things, looking for new opportunities, working with different people, trying to build a network. All these different things are all part of my goals, and I keep working on it. Just write everything and just work towards it. And yeah, he also asked, what is the key to he also asked, how do you keep motivated at all times?
I mean, like, when you have a passion for something, whether it's fitness related or not. I mean, personally, when I have a passion, I'm motivated to do it. So regardless, something that's really interesting and something that you're really enjoying, then I'm always motivated, and that's how I see it. But when it comes to stuff that you don't want to do, just think of like how far you're going to get ahead if you do it.
Yeah,
so that's the motivation you should have. So just
every little thing counts. Every day counts.
Better yourself.
Think of it.
Sure.
Every day counts. And I mean, I've been doing this whole fitness thing since it's coming up to 4 years now, and I can 100% say I've been in the gym since the first day I got my membership. I remember that day as if it was yesterday. I walked in there, and ever since I've been in there. Obviously, unless if I had an appointment or if I had an operation, which I've had, I've broke my wrist, I've had an operation on, all those kind of things. So yeah, obviously, but other than that, I've been in the gym every single day, and people question me as if like I've done this magical thing to get where I am. It's not, just every single day.
Just hard work.
And to find motivation, just look around you. Look at it's not one thing that motivates you. There's so many different things. You can run into different things. You can gain inspiration from different people. It could be a personal journey. Just anything can motivate you. But I mean, yeah, you got idols. You got things that you wanna attain. Like if you really want something, that might motivate you to work even harder. So I mean, yeah, that's my approach to that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the second question is from Joseph Warner Joseph on Instagram. Three personal bests.
Yeah.
Reason for doing
Should we start with
architecture. Yeah. All right. 3 personal bests. Reason for doing architecture, sports. Where are your family from? All right. Okay. The reason why I chose to do architecture is I've always been very practical. I've always been very creative, and you could probably see a correlation with that. It's when you look at my social media. I mean, I try to be different.
Yeah, for sure.
I try to be creative in almost anything that I do and make it stand out. If, for example, my edits, people ask me how I do that. I mean, I've naturally been very creative. You know, it's just been me. But yeah, so that kind of led me on to architecture. But in sixth form, high school, what do they call it in America?
Yeah,
high school. I studied very practical subjects and very creative art, fine art, photography, and product design, and then which that led on to architecture. But architecture was a very spontaneous thing. I chose it at the last minute. I was going to do product design, but that's what it. How would you like to say anything about your course?
I mean, I'm studying business and management. I've always gone down the business route. When I was in sixth form, I studied business, trading stocks and shares, etc. That's just another passion.
I love this. I mean, honestly, this is the reason why I came to university. Honestly, it's one of the best investments you could do for yourself. There's so many different people. If you want to make something happen, uni is the place to be. There's so many different people.
Yeah, for sure.
All from different countries, all diversities. Honestly, you can run into anyone. Literally, the second day I came into uni, I ran into a guy in the gym. He was a photographer. He was like, "Oh, I'd like to do a shoot with you." I was like, "What?" Like, that's crazy, man. He was like, "Oh, are you Lubomba?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "How do you know my name?" He was like, "Oh, man, I've seen your profile, your Instagram profile. I've seen your Facebook." So wow, literally, I was so astonished. Like all that time that I put into my social media. Yeah, it kind of pays off. I enjoy it. I mean, I try to be transparent. I just try to convey myself. I do my own thing, and it's not really chasing. I don't know. Maybe people might say followers, but it's something that comes along with it. But second question. The second part of that question is sports. I've always been very athletic. I played basketball, football, tennis, golf.
Yeah,
golf
a lot.
Yeah, I used to play golf. Yeah, I've always been athletic, but I played national league basketball around my high school period, sixth form in England, around that time, and and then I kind of found myself spending more time in the gym every other training session, and I was enjoying more and more. And then that's when it sort of kind of kicked off. I kind of realized, I looked around me, these guys were getting good. I was like, man, I need to step up my game. There were some good players, and they were getting scouted for England, and you know, I wasn't really getting noticed, and I kind of realized myself progressing in terms of in training, and then I just fell towards that, and yeah, that's where it began about 3.5 years ago, and then I started working with that. What about you? How did your journey start?
I've always done like various sports, more the ones that are a bit more odd. So I was like three-time UAE champion go-karting. I got my black belt in karate, Shotokan, when I was 12. I've done national clay championships. Various random sports. And then I hit the gym when I was about 14 or 15 and just loved it from the beginning, just the results, etc. And that's it just took off from there. So that's what we've been
It's
doing.
a good feeling, honestly.
For sure.
It's very addictive. But yeah, that's how it all started.
Do you want to hit your 3 personal bests? It's like squat, deadlift, bench.
Yeah. What would you say for you?
Oh mate, I got 130 bench, 180 squat, and then 190 deadlift. So,
Alright,
we don't really train powerlifting, but
yeah, bench press. The most I've done. I mean, for me, I work with reps. Reps is the way I like to work. I can't just do 1 rep and that's it. I will try to sway myself to do more. But the most I've benched on bench press, 140 kilograms for 3 reps solo, no spotter. And then deadlifts, the most I've done is 220 kilograms for 2 reps. Squats, the most I've done is 200 kilograms for 3 reps, maybe 4, if I remember correctly. Along those lines, anyways. And yeah.
we're a few on calories, macros, like are you strict with your diet, etc. So if we look back, so we got Lewis G Fitness. What are your current calories and macros?
So that's yours.
About 2.7k. 290 protein. You guys are gonna go crazy when you hear this. 134 fat and 84 carb. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I've started counting my macros recently. I never used to count them. I used to just roughly know what I was taking in, and my diet was quite broad. And since I started, I've always been eating whole meals, and I always start to breast chicken and rice, just plain oats, eggs, bananas, everything. Those were my regulars. But at the moment that I'm prepping, I'm having about 2,000 calories. As you can see, that's a lot, well, not that much lower than Elliot's. But I consume 150 grams of carbs. I can get away with that. I'm still staying fuller. I'm consuming around 300 grams of protein. 300 grams of protein, maybe 350 some days.
I'm not far off from that.
Yeah, 350 grams of protein. That's what's helping me stay fuller. But I do feel fatigued during my trainings. I train heavy. I train very, and what's what I'm looking for?
The intensity.
Yeah,
is
intensity is always there, and it's always been like that, and that's how I like to train. So sometimes I do, it kind of my energy levels are kind of low, and it's kind of sacrificed. But yeah, that's just part of preparation. I'm 5 weeks out. I'm looking okay, but yeah, it's a good experience. But yeah, I'm learning. But by doing that, I'm actually learning in terms of dieting and how my body responds to all those kind of figures, and how I can actually alter those figures to actually, in fact, like to actually alter my physique into something that could be more pleasing, more aesthetic, more leaner, and yeah. But yeah, that was a very good question. What's next?
Should we go for that one?
What's it?
Very general, but like.
What's his name? That's very
Henry Hundreds. Corey Kassem. I hope.
Corey Kassem on
I hope that's
Instagram.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The question is, what's your height and your weight? I'm 6 foot. I weigh 90 kilograms, which is 200 pounds. That's my current weight right now. But I think the heaviest I've ever weighed was 205.
Right.
205 pounds, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you?
I'm like 5'11", 6 foot, currently around 85 kilos, but heaviest I weigh is 105 kilos. Do you want to go for this one? I mean, that's the same as kind of done like crazy, etc. Daily intake. Literal.
Do I strictly keep track of my macros? Honestly, for me, diet is not a problem. I've been eating almost the same things for the last 3 years, man. It's crazy. So I already know what I'm taking in. I don't really off track my diet. I don't really come off it. But if you want to track it, a word of advice is you can either use an app. What's the name of it?
MyFitnessPal.
MyFitnessPal. That's good. That's what I'm using for my prep right now, to just count my macros. But honestly, just a matter of reading labels. That's how I learned, and always have a scale with you. Measure your foods. But yeah, that's how I keep track of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any tips on how to track your macros?
I mean, I definitely found that, you know, if you're on point with your diet, you'll see the results.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know, as long as you're hitting your macros, you know, whatever you set them as, or get someone to set them as.
It is important.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what you eat is very important.
You can go heavy as you want, hard as you want in the gym, but if your diet is not on point, you won't make any gains.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But just keep it balanced.
I think if you're starting out and this is you're a beginner and you're just getting in the gym, definitely look up your diet, because I wish I could go back and look back at and see my diet then and change it now with the knowledge that I have now. I think I
To the beginners out there, if you want to get big, people ask me this: how did you gain size? In the early stages, I was eating a lot of cottage cheese, chicken, and rice. In the morning, I would have my eggs, 9 eggs. I started off with 3, then built my way up to 9 eggs now. About 100 grams of oats, maybe 60 grams. 2 hours after that, I would have a pot of cottage cheese. This was during the time when I was going to school, and and then after having cottage cheese and a banana or something, or a shake, 2 hours after that, it would be breast chicken and rice. 2 hours after that, breast chicken and rice. 2 hours after that, when I get home, breast chicken and rice. Before workout, I would have 4 slices of bread with peanut butter, and that would be my pre-workout with a coffee. Post-workout, I would have whatever's for dinner, and then 2 hours after that, maybe breast chicken and rice again, and then before I go to sleep, I would have a casein shake. That was my diet. And mass gainers, they helped me in the beginning. But right now, people ask me, what shakes are you taking? What supplements are you taking? Right now, food is more important. Like I do use them now and again, like especially my protein. But honestly, it's more about feeling fuller. Food just helps so much. And yeah, I rely so much more on food now. It's ridiculous.
I think if you're bulking though, and you physically can't eat that amount of food, then the mass gainers or a protein shake, whatever, there's liquid.